Hello everyone and good morning. So today I'm going to be talking about my New Year's resolutions and my goals for 2020, as well as telling you why this year is going to look a little bit different for me. So as I mentioned before, last year I was doing my first year at university. I was studying business and arts in a double degree, and by the end of the year I really was not enjoying it. Business was just really boring for me, and I decided it's definitely not what I want to do, and the arts units that I was doing were kind of not very relevant to what I want to do and a bit uninteresting as well. So in saying that, I'm also not really too sure what I do want to do. So this year I've decided to take a gap year just to work and decide and fully figure out what I want to do. And also another reason for actually choosing to take a gap year is because I'm going on a holiday with my family for 2 months this year, and we're leaving at the start of May, which for the university semester that would be just over halfway through the semester. So even if I was studying, I would be missing a lot of university, and that's probably not great. So I'm just going to take the year off to probably decide, work and save up some money, and hopefully I can figure out in the year what I want to do. So moving on to my resolutions, I just wanted to say a little something before diving into my resolutions. So I don't really believe that New Year's resolutions work that well if you're making a resolution just because it's a new year. I think if it's something that you truly want to do, you'll do it at any point in the year and you'll start doing it whenever. In saying that, it is still helpful just to start a new year with some goals and intentions in mind, but don't be too hard on yourself or beat yourself up if you don't achieve your resolutions, and also try not to set anything too unrealistic. It can be really hard, and people are usually very overambitious with setting their New Year's resolutions. So I've set 5 resolutions for myself and 3 goals. So I've tried to be pretty specific with my resolutions so that they're easier to achieve. So my first resolution is to be more environmentally conscious. So one of my first points for this is to try to buy less fast fashion. This is something that I struggle with a lot. I've talked about it before, but I just find it really hard when you're in a shopping centre or something and you walk past the shop and there's something really, really cute and you want it and it's right there, it's cheap and everything. I find it really hard to resist, but I'm going to try more to op shop, buy online from sustainable brands, buy things off Depop, so second-hand items, and yeah, try to buy from brands that support slow fashion instead of fast fashion. So I'm going to really try to get on top of that this year because I've been quite bad with it last year. Another point in being more environmentally conscious is I'm going to try to always use my coffee cups. So I've got this coffee cup from Frank Green. It's really cute. So I usually have my coffee at home now that I've got a coffee machine, but when I have a coffee out, I always try to bring this so that I'm not using non-reusable cups. So this one's really good. It's got this little button up the top, so you just click it and it opens. And then when it's closed, it's actually completely spill proof, so you could have a cup of coffee in here and chuck it into your bag. It could be upside down and would not leak. It is amazing. It's also really convenient. It's got this little pay wave thing at the bottom, so you can actually load money onto here and you can just pay with your cup, so you can tap it onto an EFTPOS machine instead of your card. So I haven't personally used that bit yet, but I can see how it would be really handy. So yeah, I really recommend these guys, Frank Green. I'll link to their shop down below. They have sales pretty often, but yeah, best coffee cup ever. So my second resolution is to write in my gratitude journal every day. So I've got this little journal here. It's just like a normal little notebook, but I've turned it into a gratitude journal. So I try to write in here every day. It doesn't always work out, but I try to write at least 3 things down at the end of the day, that I'm grateful for, whether it be something that's directly affected me or just something that I'm grateful for out in the world. I think it's really great in helping you to be more content with what you have and the people around you and all of that. It's definitely something that I would recommend getting around. So my third resolution is to spend more time with my friends. So I feel like last year I kind of isolated myself a bit and didn't really spend that much time with people. I didn't really ask people if they wanted to hang out. So this year I'm trying to just be with people more. I feel like it's really helpful for your mental health and just your well-being. So I already started off the year by going for brunch with my boyfriend and one of our good friends. But yeah, just gonna try to do that more, ask people if they want to hang out and stuff like that, and just try to initiate more of that. Definitely a good thing. So my fourth resolution kind of ties in with my previous ones. So I want to try to be more present when I'm around people. So meaning that I'm going to try not to be on my phone, as well as just being fully there and listening to people. So a great way to like implement this is if you go out with your friends, go out for lunch or something, just put your phone face down on the table or into your bag, whatever, and just don't look at it. Yeah, it definitely helps you just to be there with them and makes them feel more appreciated and everything, and it feels like you've spent quality time with someone. So I'm gonna try to do that more and just try not to be on my phone as much in general. Probably a good thing. And my last, fifth and final resolution is this year I want to volunteer. So I haven't really volunteered that much in the past. I've done like little bits and pieces here, but I would really love this year to get involved with like a soup kitchen or just helping people out when they need help. You know, maybe like an older person needs their garden done or something, I don't know, but I just really want to help out and make a difference. So there's actually one place in my hometown that I've volunteered for already, and it's really great. They've got so many people volunteering that they've got an overflow of people, which is really good for them. I'm really happy, but still currently looking for somewhere where I can lend my time. I just think that's something that's really great, not only for yourself to make yourself feel like you're doing something good, but for your community as well. Alright, so moving on to my goals for 2020. So my first goal is to save up to be financially stable. So as I've mentioned before and in my moving home video, so at the moment I'm living back home with my parents. So I've done that for this year, and maybe I'll be here for like 1 or 2 years, maybe more, maybe less, I'm not entirely sure. But I just want to, in that time that I'm here, especially since I'm not studying this coming year, so I can just work pretty much full time. So I just want to try not to spend as much money and save up as much as I can, so that afterwards I can either like I can go travel, I can like rent by myself or something. Yeah, I just feel like you feel so much more better and secure when you're you can fully sustain yourself. So my second goal is a little bit easier. It's just to read more books. So I used to read a lot when I was younger. I would like stay up late to read. I would get up at 5 AM to read and everything. I loved to read, and I still do, but in the past few years, especially finishing high school and then coming into university, I just haven't really had the time in between studying, working, everything, and I feel like my ability to concentrate and everything has definitely gone down, because I've kind of turned to, when I come home, my way to relax is just sit down and watch Netflix or something, and that definitely lowers your concentration levels. So I'm going to try to read more. So I've bought some books online and they should be coming soon, as well as I went into my local bookstore just the other day and bought 2 books. So I'm really keen to get back into it, and yeah, just to learn some new things. Should be good. My last goal is to figure out what I want to study. So this one's kind of important. I really need to use this year just to properly think about what I want to do so that I don't waste any more time at university. I'd love to go in next year knowing where I'm headed and everything. I know lots of people don't have their things figured out until a lot later, but I would just love to be able to study something where I have a goal at the end. It's just like, yep, this is what I want to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing this year, just probably giving that a big think so that I've got it all figured out, hopefully. Alright, so one way that I'm going to keep my 2020 on track is got this diary. It's the Curation 2020 diary from St. Belford. So this diary is amazing. I bought it in October last year and I have been dying to use it. So it's got some amazing features. So before each week, it's got this spread before each week where it's got gratitude reflection, so it's got 3 spaces for that, and it's got a drawing board for what you want your week to look like or anything like that. Also at the start of the diary you can write down your missions for the year, and then each week you can write what you're going to do that week to bring you closer to fulfilling your mission. And it's also got a weekly menu here for breakfast, lunch and dinner, so you can plan out your meals. And then on the next page it's got each day of the week. So up the top here it's got a little habit tracker where you can write down, how many spaces? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So you can write down 5 habits that you want to keep that week, and then you can tick off each day when you do them. So it's a really great visual way to keep on top of things that you want to be doing. And then every day it's got some space for to-do lists and stuff like that. And at the top of each day it's also got a little heart, so you write down your self-care thing for the day, which is amazing. So there's lots of other great features to this diary, but one of the most amazing things about this little company is that, oh sorry, little business I should say, they're completely Australian, and this weekend they are donating 100% of their profits to the Australian bushfires, which is absolutely amazing. I think it's really incredible that they're doing that. So I'll put a link to their shop down below. I would highly recommend buying one of these diaries. They are incredible. I haven't used it before, but I'm very, very excited. So in saying that, along the lines of the Australian bushfires, I just really want to bring attention to what's happening in Australia right now. So whether you're from here or you're international, it's important to anyone across the world. So at the moment the entire east coast of Australia is burning. The fires are massive and there are so many communities being isolated. Emergency services are being pulled out of lots of communities just because they are not able to help, they don't have the resources, it's too dangerous, whatever. So the biggest help right now that people can give is money. Lots of these organizations really need money. They also need some physical donations, but at this point it's getting to the point where there have been so many things donated that it's taking more volunteers to sort through items, and it's taking longer and they're not able to get things out as quickly. So the best thing you can do is donate your money or donate your time to actually help. So one of the biggest, or like this amazing fundraiser that's going on at the moment by Celeste Barber, an Australian comedian, she originally set a goal of $30,000 and at the moment her fundraiser is at 18 million. 18. That is incredible. She is raising so much money for the RFS, which is the Rural Fire Service in New South Wales. It's just absolutely overwhelming to see what she's raised, so that money is going to be a massive help. Another way you can donate is through the Salvation Army, the Red Cross through their Disaster Relief and Recovery Fund, and you can also donate directly to the CFA or RFS. So CFA is in Victoria and RFS is in New South Wales. I'll link everything down below as well, but you can also find your local brigade to donate to if you're from Australia. And then there's also the Gippsland Emergency Relief Fund, so that's for here in Victoria. Any of these places are amazing to donate to. There's also Centres for Wildlife that you can donate to. Any little bit helps, definitely. So yeah, I hope that everyone has had a really happy New Year and holiday period, and I hope that this video gave you some inspiration for some New Year's resolutions that you want to start, and I hope that I could encourage some of you to donate towards the Australian bushfires. Yeah, and I hope that everyone has a wonderful week. Please remember to subscribe. There will definitely be new content coming this year. I'm really excited for the year. So yeah, I hope you have a good week, and I'll see you next week. Bye!